everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Deborah and you guys are watching Simply Deborah, where I create content all about fashion, beauty, and everyday living. And if that is something that sparks your interest, I hope that you would become a part of my family. Go ahead and hit that little red subscribe button right down below. Become a part of my family. I would love to have you join. If you are returning, hello, welcome, and thank you so much for coming back. I so greatly appreciate it. Hello and happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Thanksgiving. I hope everybody is being blessed and has so much to be grateful and thankful for. Guys, today, with everyday living, that is what we are doing today. I am in the kitchen. Yep, I am not pre-cooking my dinner. I do not pre-cook my Thanksgiving dinner. No. I know so many people get up and pre-cook their dinner the day or the day before. No, I like all of my food freshly cooked out the oven, off the stove that same day. I don't like anything that was pre-cooked. The only thing that I do like that was made the day before are my cakes, and that is what I am doing today. So today, guys, I am making a pound cake. I will be making four-pound cakes. One for myself, for my home, one for my sister, one for my other sister, and one for my mom. So I'll be making a total of 4-pound cakes today. The first one that I will be making is, y'all already saw this before on my video, but this is just same thing, nothing different. I do not change up anything when it comes to my recipe for my pound cake. It's already perfected. So I don't need to add or take away anything. So I thought I'll just go ahead and do this again with you guys. Again, this video is already up. So if you haven't saw that video, you can go see it, or you can stay here to see this one. It's the same thing, other than it's not a lot of talking. But because on my last one, I got so many remarks. Oh my God, you talk too much. Whatever. That is what I'm doing. That is what you're here for. So that is what I like to do. I like to talk. But anyway, so guys, in this pound cake, like I said, this is just an original pound cake. I have everything spread out. And what I will be using is 3 sticks of Land O'Lakes butter that is already softened. I actually cheated and put it in the microwave. So if you have butter, and I use the Land O'Lakes salted butter, and I just put it in the microwave and let it defrost for a couple of seconds. Let it get nice and soft. It's the same thing, whether you leave it out overnight or put it in the microwave. Same thing. So I use 3 sticks of that. Then I will be using an 8-ounce package of Philadelphia cream cheese, and we have that. I will be using 3 cups. It does not matter what sugar brand you use. 3 cups of granulated sugar is in here. I know these are measuring cups for liquid, but don't come for me in these comments. I'm using these because it helps me. I measure everything out before I add it in my cup, and that way I won't lose track of how many I put in there. So I have a tendency of stopping talking or doing something. The phone may ring, anything. So I get prepared beforehand, and I just take 3 cups and put it over in my measuring cup. So that is what I have in here. So 3 cups of granulated sugar. Then I have 3 cups of Swan's Down cake flour. Now this is the only, I don't know if you can use a substitute. I have never used a substitute. This is the only one that I have ever used, is Swan's Down cake flour. You can use the one where it has a chocolate cake on it or a yellow cake. They're both the same. So this is the only one that I've ever used. And again, don't come for me in these comments. Yes, this is a wet measuring cup for liquids. But again, I measured 3 cups, pour it in here because your girl head be all over there. Somewhere. And I be to forget how many cups I didn't put in here, and be done put 6 cups in there. So that is why I use this. Then I have 6 eggs. Don't matter what eggs, whatever eggs. I use 6 eggs. These are just the large brown eggs that you buy at your local grocery store. And that is what is in here, 6 eggs. And then I use a spoonful of pure vanilla. And I use a teaspoon, I'm sorry, did I say tablespoon? Teaspoon. And a teaspoon of the pure almond. I actually use two teaspoons of this and 2 teaspoons of the almond. So that is what I use. Guys, if you use that, your cake will come out perfect. Trust me. Don't do anything more or anything less. If you want an original pound cake, this is how you make it, okay? So I have my KitchenAid mixer over here, and this is what I will be using to make my cake. I just put the attachment on, and this is what I have. So it is ready to rock and roll. All you have to do is plug it in and start adding ingredients. Some may say, does it matter in what order I put these in? I'll show you the order that I put them in. I have heard so many people saying that you have to have your eggs sit out overnight. You have to have your butter softened overnight. You have to have your Philadelphia cream cheese overnight. No, you don't. You don't have to do all of that. You can take your eggs right out of the refrigerator and use those. Trust me, I've done it. So, okay, so first I will be putting in my butter. And you're gonna need a spatula. So I put my butter over in here. And I just scrape the sides to make sure I get all that goodness. That goodness gracious. And then I will be putting in my Philadelphia cream cheese. This is cold. I just got it out the refrigerator. It does not matter. It works just the same. Let me open this up. And all I do, guys, is dump it over in there. Just like that. The whole thing. And then what I do is mix it where I get a creamy whip texture. This is locking this down, and my speeds are over here. I'm going to start it off slow and start it at 1. And then I'll speed it up. Nice creamy whip texture. I'm just taking the butter from the sides and putting it down in there, and then I'm gonna do it again. And this is the texture that it is. Just nice whip. Lift up my lid, scrape all that goodness off of the attachment, because we want all of that, guys. Normally my daughter will eat the bowl or lick the bowl. So guys, this is what we have. This is the pound cake. And what I do is go ahead and just fill it in the bowl. Let me get that over. Make this at 325 degrees, and you're gonna bake it for 1 hour and 15 minutes. You don't need any longer time than that. And what I'm doing is just making sure it's evenly smoothed out at the top. That's it. Nothing different, nothing spectacular. That's it, guys. So. And then, like I said, you're gonna put this in the oven and cook it for an hour and 15 minutes. And you're gonna cook it at, again, 325-degree temperature. So I'm putting it in the oven. So, guys, that is it. And then you just clean up your mess. You let that cook, and I'll show you when it come out the oven. And then I'm gonna make my other ones, and then we'll be back later on to make the pies, because that's really, really simple. And we're gonna make some butter cookies. So that is what I will be baking for my Thanksgiving dinner. What are you guys baking? What are you making for dinner? What are you baking? Are you baking any sweets? Will you be going anywhere? We're playing it safe. Everybody, all my sisters and parents, they're eating at their own respectable homes, and nobody is going anywhere. So we will be staying home. It will be my daughter, my husband, and I, and we're just gonna have a Thanksgiving meal, have our sweets, play some games, and just love on one another. And that is what we are going to be doing this Thanksgiving. So, yep. And what are you guys making? Are you baking the day before Thanksgiving? What are you baking? What are you cooking? What did you cook for Thanksgiving? I'm cooking for Thanksgiving. I will be making a turkey, dressing, of course, macaroni and cheese, sweet potatoes, sweet meat, or string beans with some sweet meat in it. And I will be making, what else? Is that it? Turkey, dressing, oh, a pot roast. And I'll be making a pot roast. So that is my Thanksgiving meal. I can't wait. Oh my God. And so yeah, so we're gonna have a feast over here at our home. So, and if the good Lord say the same, I'm sure everything is gonna be fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this little mess, and I'll come back in a little bit and show you once the cake is done, okay? I will be making a marble cake as well, so I'll be showing that little twist as far as how I do that. All you do is the same ingredients. Take half of the batter, put it in a bowl, leave the other half in your mixing bowl, take some chocolate cocoa mix, put it over in there, mix it, get it all incorporated. The color will change brown. Taste it, make sure it's not too bitter, because that cocoa can be bitter, so you just want to put enough in there. I eyeball it. Depending on how much batter, I usually put somewhere between 3 to 4 big scoops of tablespoons in there. So that is normally what I'll do, but I'll show you, no worry, okay? And I'll be back. Bye-bye for now.
'Cause when it's been a rough day and I stare at the walls surrounding me, I let go of my thoughts and I go with you. You're a believer in a life that's less dramatic. You're a believer in a world that's filled with magic. Let's go dancing till the sun comes up again.
So there we have it, the marble and the yellow. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up myself. I'm going to go ahead and clean up this station, and I'll be back when I make my egg pies, okay? So I'll be back. Okay guys, so now I am getting ready to make my egg pie. Some people call it an egg custard pie, but I have always known it to just be called an egg pie. So that is what I am getting ready to make. And the ingredients is some Eagle brand milk, Eagle brand condensed milk sweetener, 2 eggs, and I only use the egg yolk, not the white part. Dream Whip, which comes in a box like this. 1 stick of butter. I use flour. I use carnation milk and vanilla extract. So to get started, what I'm going to do is go ahead and rinse off my tops first. I turn my oven on 400. I will be baking these in this Pillsbury Pie Crust, which is like this. So once my temperature gets to 400, I'll go ahead and put it in the oven. So this is like a thick texture. So this is what it looked like. It is a thick texture. So all of that goes in. Then I am going to add 2 egg yolks. I'm going to put the white part in there. 1 egg yolk. And I just toss it back and forth till all the white stuff is out. And that was 2. Then I'm going to put my whipped cream in there, my Dream Whip. That and pour that in there. Then you're going to put 1 stick of butter. This is cold, so I'm getting ready to melt it really quick in the microwave. I am just going to soften it. So my butter has softened up, so I'm just going to add that in. Then I have my whisk, and I am just going to whisk all of that together. So once you have everything well incorporated, which is like that, a creamy texture. Everything is together. Really nice texture. It almost looked like pancake mix without the lumps and stuff, but smooth. Next, I will put in, so I'm going to be using a teaspoon of vanilla. Now since my oven is set to 400, I'll go ahead and put these in here. So I let these kind of pre-bake until I'm finished with making this, and then I just go ahead and pop up in the oven and pour the batter into the pie shells. So I'm just going to put them in the oven and let them pre-cook really quick. So that is 2 teaspoons of your vanilla extract. And then I am going to be putting a teaspoon of flour. And normally I just get a regular teaspoon for that one. So not that much. About that much I put in there. And I just sprinkle it in. And that kind of like hold it all together. So I just blend this again really well. And the last thing to go in is the milk. And you pour that in and mix it as you're pouring it. So that is done. So now I will go ahead and open this up. You want to shake it really well. And then, like I said, you want to pour it in slow. Let me pull this down. You're going to pour it in slow as this is being mixed in. And this, guys, is so good. Oh my God. And it may not look like it will be enough to fill 2 pie shells, but it is. And that is it. And then you would just, like I said, open up your oven, pull out your pie shells and fill them both evenly with the same amount in both, and put them back in the oven and let them cook until they get brown on the top. So usually about 30 to 45 minutes. Or if you see them getting brown and bubbly on top, then you know that they're done. So I'll go ahead and pop this in the oven.
So many avenues. Go where they take us. It's such a thrill to ride with you. 'Cause when it's been a rough day and I stare at the walls surrounding me, I let go of my thoughts and I go with you.
You want to take your time to close your rack because you don't want it to spill, because it will shake.
You're a believer in a life that's less dramatic. You're a believer.
So as soon as those come out the oven, I will let you guys see them. It is 6 o'clock, so I'll let you know exactly how long it took to bake them. You guys should really try this dessert. It is so good. Trust and believe. I don't eat anything that doesn't taste good, y'all. So I'll go ahead and go, and I'll be right back.
Filled with magic, and that's why I love you. Let's go dancing.
So guys, this is what we have. It's really, really, really hot. But this is how they look. And what I will do is go ahead and put some nutmeg on it. And I just sprinkle it on there. And oh my God. Yum. Yum, 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 yum. So that is what they look like. They are so good. So that is it, guys. So that is my baking. I was gonna make some cookies, but it has gotten pretty late and I'm tired after making those. And I am trying to edit a video as well. So that is what I am working on. But anywho, I did make the cakes and I did make the pies. The only thing I didn't make was the butter lunchroom cookies. So I'll be doing that probably over the weekend. I think we're pretty good on sweets right now, so I'm okay. I'm okay with what I have. And I am gonna go ahead and close out this video. If you are new to my channel, again, hello and welcome. I hope you will become a part of my family. Go ahead and hit that little red subscribe button right down below. And also, if you are returning, hello, welcome, and thank you so much for coming back. I so greatly appreciate it. I bow to you. Thank you so much. And I'm gonna go ahead and go. Make sure you do something good for yourself. If it's nothing but putting a bun in your hair and putting on some lip gloss, you have just accomplished something good for yourself. Y'all know I am the queen of self-care. So make sure you do something for yourself. Self-care is very, 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 very important. And, or make you a pie or a cake and feel good, feel better. So yes, so I am gonna go ahead and close out this video and I will chit chat with you all on my next video. Until then, love, peace, and happiness. Mwah! Kisses and smooches to everybody. Bye-bye.